Hi, we're Team Discovery, and we'll be presenting an impact assessment of digitally transforming a fast food outlet from the traditional staff counter service to a self-service station. This presentation is the third assessment for class IFB 101. The team members for Team Discovery in ascending order are Allan Mape, Brendon Obara, Corey Tishler, Harrison Barth, Jordon Piggott, and Sam Stevens. The topics that will be covered are topic number 1, how does a self-service fast food outlet improve upon the fast food industry? Topic number 2, how do consumers or customers interact with self-service fast food stations? Topic number 3, what is the value that consumers or customers will be getting in addition to the core self-service fast food outlets? Topic number 4, what technologies need to be used, integrated, or built in order to facilitate the digital transformation? And finally, the last topic, topic number 5, why we believe that transforming fast food outlets to self-serving stations can be successful in the marketplace through theory. This now brings us to our first topic. How does a self-service fast food outlet improve upon the fast food industry? The organization will be embracing the future, a future that was eventually going to happen when supermarkets installed self-service tills. It is providing a better service to the customer, as it will be faster, more reliable, and less intimidating. The ability to allow customers to place their orders via a touchscreen interface gives great benefits to the customer, as they will have direct access to the full menu, as well as being able to know at a glance what is available and the cost associated with it. Allowing customers the freedom to select items without feeling intimidated by counter staff to place an order is also beneficial for the fast food outlet, as it allows the customer to order as much food as required, or in some cases more, as the menu may have a lot of appealing items. The initiative by fast food outlets to digitalize its method for serving customers will give a positive vibe and improve the reputation of the company, as it will be seen as a proactive move by the organization to provide a better service to its customers. It will also create the feel and look of an organization with a future. Orders being stolen or given to the wrong customer will be a thing of the past, as the system will ensure that customers can only pick up their own order. During peak periods, when things get really busy in the fast food outlet, staff can solely concentrate on food preparation and in the process increase productivity as well as sales due to the efficiency of getting food to the customer. Customers will also benefit from the fast and efficient service, as they now get their meals at a quicker rate. The fast food outlets will no longer require counter staff, eliminating the need for training or other costs associated with supporting these positions. There have been many instances where fast food counter staff can be both intimidating and incompetent when dealing with customers. This technology eliminates this issue, as customers no longer need to interact with staff to place an order, which in turn improves the service and improves the reputation of the organization. Incorrect orders placed by staff will also no longer be an issue. Topic number 2. How do consumers or customers interact with self-service fast food stations? There is a big difference in the way the consumer or customer would interact with our digitally enhanced product as compared to the traditional method of placing an order with counter sales staff. Instead of approaching the counter, customers would now be required to use the self-service station, in which orders, payments, and receipts would be collected. There would also be a section for the customer to collect the orders once the meal has been prepared. For an order to be placed, customers would approach the self-service station, view the menu, and make a selection via a touchscreen device. The customer or consumer would then be presented with a payment screen, with the total cost of their order and a final option to confirm the selection. The payment will also be done at the self-service station, as services will be available to mechanically accept notes and cash, and ATM FPOS resources will also be available for payment via bank cards. Once the payment has been done, the customer will be supplied with a receipt that contains a customer number and a barcode. The customer would then need to refer to a monitor to view what meals are ready to be picked up. Once the order is ready, the monitor will display the customer number. The customer would then be required to go to the food collection terminal, swipe the barcode on the receipt issued, and the food would then be mechanically delivered by either conveyor belt, chute, or hook conveyor system. Topic number 3. What is the value the consumers or customers will be getting in addition to the core self-service fast food outlet? People who can't speak or are deaf don't need an interpreter to order food as they would order via the console. They would also save time since self-serve checkouts do not require talking to cashiers and answering their questions. They wouldn't need to worry about poor customer service at the cashier since they're talking to computers. Accurate service is also given to the customer. Topic number 4. What technologies need to be used, integrated, or built in order to facilitate the digital transformation you envisage? In order to facilitate the digital transformation from traditional counter-staff fast food orders to customer self-serving fast food stations, several technologies in the form of software and hardware will need to be used. The self-serving stations is broken into several sections, which are the network that links the whole system together. Number 2, the customer selection terminal. Number 3, the customer payment terminal. Number 4, the staff kitchen food preparation station. And number 5, the customer food collection terminal. First of all, a database needs to be in place to hold all the relevant food information, such as what food is available and their price. The database needs to be stored on a server, and the overall system would need to be able to talk to each other, and thus it would be networked. The network would most likely be physically cabled to be more secure and to allow for network security devices to be added onto the network, such as hardware firewalls. Network devices such as routers and switches will also be configured to be more secure. The customer selection terminal requires an interface that will allow people to view and select their orders, and in this case it is a networkable touchscreen device such as a touchscreen monitor that is either attached to a physical computer or is physically part of a computer. A front-end application is to be installed within the operating system that will pull information from the database server for the customer to place his order. The customer payment terminal is for the customer to pay for orders placed. The customer payment terminal is situated directly under the touchscreen monitors of the customer selection terminal. Vending machine type payment services, such as the mechanical slots that allow customers to insert money in the form of coins and notes, would be available, with the ATM type payment service to allow payment via bank cards, in which there will be a card reader for swiping the card, a number pad to enter the customer PIN number, and an LED screen to view what is typed. Near-field communication wireless technology is to be installed for chip-embedded bank cards that only require the card to be tapped instead of swiped. Once the payment has been made, the end application installed on the touchscreen computers would then update the database over the network, indicating that the order has been paid. The customer payment terminal also includes an ATM-type printer, like the ones that print out your balance. When the front-end application has received confirmation from the database server that payment has been made for the order, a print job will be sent to the ATM printer, which would consist of a customer number and a barcode to allow the customer to collect his food at the customer food collection terminal. The staff kitchen food preparation station contains a touchscreen device to track customer orders as advised by the front-end application, which obtains its data from the database server. The touchscreen allows the kitchen staff to update the status of orders, for example, from new order to order pending packaging. The status change would then be relayed from the front-end application over the network and onto the database server. The database server would then identify the barcode associated to the food order and send a print job of the corresponding barcode to a printer in the kitchen, which would print onto a paper bag used for packing customer orders. Once the order has been packed, the kitchen staff would then update the order status to pending customer pickup. The food in its barcode labeled paper bag would then be placed on a set of hooks ready for the customer. The customer food collection station, which contains a monitor to indicate if a customer's meal was ready for pickup, and would then do this by displaying customer numbers as printed out in the customer payment terminal. Customers would then be required to scan their barcode, which would digitally convert the barcode into numbers for the database server to identify who the customer is and the relevant order. Once the order has been identified, a separate barcode scanner will shift through the barcode labeled paper bags to identify the correct order and deliver the food to the customer, and in doing so set the order status to closed. Just a quick revamp of the technologies used in all these stations. Hardware-wise, there's the server technology, network technology, coin and notes vending machine technology, ATM technology, near-field communication wireless technology, network printer technology, barcode technology. And the technologies used in terms of software would be database technology, front-end application software technology, operating systems for database server, touchscreen computers, and the ATM. And finally, our last topic, why we believe that transforming fast food outlets to self-serving stations can be successful in the marketplace through theory. Through the use of higher IT integration in retail, it would be ideal and beneficial for both the shareholders and consumers. Through the use of IT in remedial, computer replaceable positions, it would intend display fully the task technology fits theory, using technology to fix or improve on a problem without creating several problems in the meantime. It is through this that this new reimaging of the business or the industry at hand that enables the display of a sign of future thinking when it comes to improving on technology in the business model, thus introducing the relevance of the social technical system theory of acceptance and the theory of planned behavior, as both the user and businesses are segregating on their benefits from the enriching change. The use of the technology acceptance model would also determine the accessibility of the system put in place for the user or clients of mention. Overall, the ease of use and other benefactories of the theories mentioned would impact strongly on the introduction of this new system, which, as long as it stays true to its vision, will only be adopted positively by the user of whom we are modeling the system to. It is through the relevance to industry theories which the suggested change through IT would result in a greater financial and social success. In summary, we, Team Discovery, believe that by digitalizing the method of placing orders in fast food outlets will improve the service by making faster and more efficient. It will also improve the issues such as staff intimidation, incorrect and stolen orders. Overall, the move to digitalizing a system would be a win-win situation for the customer and the food outlet, as better services usually leads to better reputation for the organization, which draws in more customers. Thank you for taking the time to listen to our presentation and our references. Question 1 had 3 references. Question 2 had 1. Question 3 had 2 references. Question 4 had 1. Question 5 had 3 references.